Well, the crypto market's been pumping today as a result of me being on an airplane and not having the ability to trade for the entire day. And so, knowing this, what I wanted to do is make a quick video for you all going over exactly what's happening in crypto with this pump and why this pump is just so dang on important. And then, lastly, what I'll do is I'll actually tell you exactly what moves I'm making in my portfolio as a result of everything going on. So, we have a lot to get into today. But before we do, guys, don't forget that if you are trading in this move that we're seeing right now, you can go to BTCC, which I have link down below, and they're going to give you up to $10,000 in bonuses and lower trading fees than most of the exchanges you're trading on now. So feel free to check that out. Let me know what you think. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So what we can see is that the crypto market is absolutely flying today. I mean, this is a beautiful move. What we can see is Pump, ZEC, ZPX, Pingu, Sky, Jupe, Tia, and many more all flying. And this is throughout the top 1,000. I mean, we can go to the top 800 to 900, and these cryptos down here are still performing exceptionally well. And we do love to see it. Not only, of course, because of the fact that we just like to see green days in crypto and they feel very scarce these days, but also due to the fact that we actually were doing some buying on crypto just a couple days ago, guys. What we saw, what you can see right here, 3 days ago, I said I just bought Ethereum and XRP. Here's why. And I told you all, listen, I'm buying Ethereum and XRP because I believe they're creating structures and signals that are signaling to me that some sort of bounce and pump could be coming soon. And then the next day, I talked about the fact that not only is it Ethereum and XRP, it's also Bitcoin too. Bitcoin's giving me those exact same signals. And I said, this is a great sign. It's a great thing for my conviction because it makes me feel even more confident of what is happening here in the crypto market. And so, of course, knowing that we just did some purchasing a couple days ago, it feels really good to see Bitcoin pumping, Ethereum pumping, Solana pumping, XRP pumping, many of these different cryptos, of course, that we did purchase or that we do hold in our portfolio. Now, it doesn't only just feel good that the crypto market is pumping. No, this pump is actually extremely important. And the reason it's so important is because what Bitcoin specifically is doing right now, Bitcoin is actually opening up a door of opportunity. And if Bitcoin continues to walk through this door of opportunity, I think it's well possible that we see Bitcoin's price climb all the way up towards $125,000 or higher sometime actually in the short to midterm. Now, this is not guaranteed, and I am not saying that is what is going to happen. I am just saying that it is now a card that is on the table that was not on the table before today. And let me explain why. So what we can see is that in this pump that Bitcoin is making right now, it's actually made itself out of this descending channel that it's been stuck in for the last few months. I mean, we had resistance up here, support, we had resistance, we had support. Bitcoin's been trapped in here for the last couple months. But after finally bouncing off of some massive support, this 50% threshold of support right here for the Bitcoin price, we can see that it sent it all the way up to the 87.5 threshold and then sent it through the red zone, absolutely smashing outwards, actually putting in a bit of a higher high right there at around $118.3 thousand. A fantastic move. And by breaking out of this structure, what Bitcoin has now done is opened the door of opportunity for the continued breakout move out of the structure, which could put it not only back up towards the previous all-time high around 125K, but even possibly higher. Because breakout structure says that whenever Bitcoin's price is capable of breaking out of a descending structure, you need to watch a couple things. You need to watch whether or not it's capable of breaking through, of course, just in general. Here, let me get these turned on real quick. We need to watch, of course, in general, whether it's able to break out of this red zone. And if it's able to break out of the red zone, all that needs to happen next is it needs to break the golden Fibonacci zone from this macro swing high to swing low. And if that feels a little bit confusing, all I'm basically saying is that since Bitcoin put in this high and then this low, there's this golden zone of resistance now, and we need to break it because it's like a wall. And if we can break through that golden zone of resistance at 120.5, guys, we have breakout targets for Bitcoin's price at $129.5 thousand and $136.5 thousand. And putting this in very simple terms, if Bitcoin's price quite simply is able to complete this breakout it's making and push above $120.7 thousand, we easily could see it try to push all the way up to $129 to $137,000 to the top side, which would be an absolutely fantastic move. Now, again, I'm not saying that is going to happen. I'm simply just saying that it is now a card that is on the table. And I would say it happening in the midterm, I would say we're probably getting towards like a 30-40% chance right now. Maybe not the most likely scenario quite yet, but it's getting closer, and more likely. And that's what we want to see again, considering that we just recently did some purchases after seeing the signs and seeing the signals that a move like this could be on the way. And so with this in mind, what you need to be watching very closely is just that. Is Bitcoin's price able to break 120.7, because if it can do that, man, oh man, we could have some absolutely fantastic gains sitting in front of us, and I'll keep you updated as it plays out. So my current game plan, my current strategy, I'm keeping it very simple. You all know I follow a strategy called dynamic holding strategy. This is something that I've created over the last 5 years, and it's allowed me to remain profitable in crypto every single year I've been in it, even during bear markets. And dynamic holding strategy says that in moments like this, I take profits off the table. For example, Bitcoin's price came up to a key zone of resistance and broke through it, and it is now in some sort of micro, price discovery phase. Not real price discovery, but micro price discovery. And all that means is Bitcoin is overextending and it's pushing up into key zones of resistance in the midterm. And when that happens, what do? I take profit. Ethereum's price is pushing up currently right up towards that red zone, which is a massive zone of resistance. So what am I going to do? I take profit. These purchases that we made just a couple days ago are up real juicy like, guys. I mean, you can see they're up anywhere from 10 to 15% just in a couple days, because we were willing to buy when everybody else was being a crybaby and they were all being scared, but not you all. And now we got 10 to 15% in gains or more if you, of course, are having that on leverage. So what am I doing with my ETH bag? Taking a little bit of profit. Solana bag, what am I doing? Taking a little profit. XRP bag, what am I doing? Taking a little bit of profit. Why? Because the market is moving up. It's looking good. Everyone's excited. Everyone feels good. And we're starting to see a little bit of micro euphoria, and everyone's screaming that Bitcoin's going to $1 million. And so when that moment comes, we go against the grain, just like we did a couple days ago. We bought when everyone was scared and we went against the grain. Now we take profit against the grain while everyone's getting all excited. Because listen, at any given point, Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, XRP, they all could come crashing down. Look at the liquidation maps. Look on the 1 day, just in the short term. Look at how many liquidations there are to the downside for Bitcoin. Look at how many liquidations there are to the downside for Ethereum. Look at how many there are for Solana. Look at how many there are for XRP. Do you need me to keep going? At any given point, we could see this market come crashing down, and I don't want to be a part of that. So I'm going to take some profits off the table right now. So if that does happen, guess what? I get to rebuy back in and go against the grain again. And if Bitcoin wants to continue up to 120.7 and break through it, fantastic. Guess what? I'll take more profit. If ETH wants to break up to 5K, guess what? I'll take more profit. I'm not scared to take profit too early. There's no such thing. So that's what I'm doing in the market right now. This is an absolutely massive opportunity for crypto going forward. And so this is an extremely important pump, because again, if Bitcoin's price can break through this resistance, man, oh man, could this be an absolutely fantastic opportunity for the crypto market, not just Bitcoin, but for the crypto market to finally give us those gains that we've been looking for. So again, I'll keep you guys updated as it does play out. Remember, anytime that I travel, the crypto market pumps. So hopefully this does last a little bit longer. But of course, I am glad to be settled down for a little bit of time. And then of course, I'll be back making these videos every single day for you all while I'm on the road. One other thing I did want to do, Mark, that I met earlier today while I was traveling, big shout out to you, homie. I appreciate the kind words. It was really cool to get to meet you out here. But one way or another, guys, that is going to be about it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, as per usual, all I ask is that you just like the video so more people can see it. And if you are interested in kind of what I have going on behind the scenes, what I'm doing with my businesses and much more on the YouTube channel, I actually do have a second channel, Tyler Hill Unlocked, which is linked down below, that you can go follow, that we're dropping content on now. So with that in mind, feel free to check those things out. Start trading today on BTCC if that interests you. And I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.